What is going on, you guys? I am officially 13 weeks out from my competition. The title of this video is getting to 6% body fat, and I'm just going to show you guys how I'm doing that. But I think I want to start off this video with showing you guys these 10 principles that I have come up with in order to get lean and to stick to your diet. So yes, I know I titled the video getting to 6% body fat. If you guys have seen the first episode of mine, I'm talking about body fat percentage, body fat testing. Looking at somebody and seeing how much body fat they have or their body fat percentage, it's all subjective. Every tool that you use, your eyes, DEXA scan, in-body, all these sort of tests, they will all have their own formula to it. Take like 5 different tests and you're gonna get 5 different results. So I asked my coach before, what body fat percentage do you think I'm at? He said 10%. I'm gonna go with that. I thought I was maybe 8%, but I'm gonna go with my coach's eyes. I know that he has the experience and I know that he has the vision, so I'm gonna trust him and say that I was at 10%. Once I get down to maybe 140 pounds, then ask him, what body fat percent do you think I'm at? But the goal is maybe to get him to say 6% body fat. So the first thing I wanna talk about is information overload. You first start this whole fitness thing, you're gonna get like a lot of ads from Instagram tracking your cookies and spying on you. You're gonna get a lot of ads about fitness influencers trying to sell you something and stuff like that. And they're gonna talk about all this other science. And I'm here to tell you that fitness is not a one size fits all. You will not, chances are you will probably not get it right the first time. But what really matters is that you get up, when you fail, when you go off of benches and stuff like that, you learn from those failures and you get up and you try your best again. Or not, you don't just get up and try again. You get up and you try even harder. You don't just say, fuck it, it's all over. You get up and you try to go even harder. There are a lot of different diets out there. I say try them all and see what works for you. There's keto, intermittent fasting, macro, IIFYM, there's paleo, vegan. There's so many diets out there. There's gonna be all sorts of things coming at you. And do not feel bad for not going with one of them. Again, it's not a one size fits all kind of thing. You're gonna take, at least what I do, and a lot of people do this, and which has made them successful in this whole fitness journey, is that they take little bits and pieces from everything. So like I do a little bit of intermittent fasting, I do some low carb stuff, I track my macronutrients, I make sure I have a lot of protein in, I do hypertrophy work, I do powerlifting, strength style training, I run, I do moderate intensity, I do high intensity, I do low intensity workouts. So like me and a lot of other people who are in the fitness, we just don't do, well at least those of us who choose to do it a sustainable way, who just don't do one thing, we do a lot of things. Second thing that I want to talk about is focus on what you want every day. If it is to lose weight, have that in your head every day. There's a good quote that I tell myself pretty much every day. I tell myself this quote, and it gets me through the day, and I don't know why, but I'm like, oh shit, you know, it just gives me that, you know, like, I don't know why, but every time I say this quote to myself, I'm like, damn, you're right. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I thought about fucking up today. But don't count the days, make the days count. Every day that you feel like giving up, or you feel like not going to the gym today, or you feel like eating a little bit more, your show is June whatever, and you're like, oh man, only 80 days to go. Tell yourself, don't count the days, make the days count. Stay focused on your goals. Focus on the things that you can control, and try not to focus on the things that you can't control. So some of the things that you can't control are how fast the scale moves. You can't control how fast the scale moves, but you can control how adherent you are to your diet. So if you slip up, you can't change the past, but you can change you getting back on it. So when it comes to slip ups, and I know that I do this whenever I say fuck it, if I eat a cookie that's like 200 calories and it puts me 200 calories over my goal, I'll say fuck it and I'll continue to eat, and then I'll go like 1,000 or 2,000 calories over my goal. Whenever you go over your goal in calories, it's like walking away from home. So going over your calories is like walking away from home. You know, you're just going for a walk. If you walk away from home for like a mile, you have to come back a mile. So that's 2 miles in total. If you walk away 5 miles, guess what? You have to come back. That's another 5 miles. So that's 10 miles in total. So think about that when you go over your calories. Like, if you go over your calories like 200 calories, okay, no big deal. You go over it 1,000, okay, that's a bigger deal. You go over 2,000, okay, hold on. It's gonna take your body longer to normalize and, you know, get back down to the weight that you were at the farther you go over. So if you fuck up a little bit, if you just eat 200 calories over, just know that you can get back, and it's just a little slip up. You know, you don't have to be perfect. That's another thing, is that this is not about perfection. This is not about you being perfect. Nobody's perfect. Everybody slips up. I slip up. The people that you look up to, they slip up. Everybody slips up. It's cool. I slip up. I'm not gonna say I slip up a lot, but I do slip up sometimes, and I'm still able to reach my goal. You don't have to be 100% perfect in this whole dieting thing. When it does come down to competition and prep like that, but you know, you do have to be a little bit more of a perfectionist than you usually are. But if you're just making a lifestyle change, you don't have to be so perfect. Slow progress is better than no progress. If you are losing a pound, even if you're losing a pound a month, in 12 months, that's 12 pounds. Very slow and sustainable weight loss. But if you're doing it that way, you will still lose weight, and you'll still be 12 pounds lighter in a year. I personally like to lose around a pound a week. It's usually what people do. It's very slow progress, especially when you're looking at the scale every day. Sometimes you might even see the same numbers. Slow progress is better than no progress. The small changes that you make can make a big difference. Switching from drinking regular soda to just drinking water or diet sodas will make a really big difference. Large Coke from McDonald's can clock in at 500 calories. If you keep on eating what you're eating every day and just switch from a large Coke to a large Diet Coke, you can save 500 fucking calories. And over a course of a week, that's 3,500 calories. And guess what? 3,500 calories equals a pound of fat. Boom, you just lost a pound of fat. So small changes make a big difference. The fifth thing that I got is to learn how to say no. A lot of times you're gonna go to a lot of parties. There's gonna be a lot of food there. There's food all around. There's food in my kitchen. Like, I live with my family. There's all types of snacks out here, you know, and you have to learn to say no. It took me a while to put my stuff where the rest of my family stuff is. I used to actually, in order to control myself, I used to actually have my own cabinet, and I used to put stuff over there in order to control myself. Now I don't do that so much. It's taken me years to put my food where their food is at. This is a skill. This is definitely a skill to not go in here and graze the bags of Oreos and chips and whatnot. So when you are at a family party, a birthday party or whatever, or you guys are having like an office party, somebody brings in like boxes of pizza and stuff, don't feel obligated to eat it. It is okay if you say no. Like, just one of my things that I do is I tell people I already ate or I'm not hungry. If you say I already ate or I'm not hungry, they're not going to keep on forcing you, because why would you force somebody who's not hungry, or if they have already eaten before? They're not going to do that. So learn to say no. There's a lot of tactics. Just say that you've already ate. So here is one phrase that will get you in trouble, and here's one phrase that you'll say and that you'll catch yourself saying, and you know that you're about to mess up your diet. It's when you say fuck it. Whenever you say that phrase, just pay attention to what you're about to do, and you're probably gonna mess up. You fifth or sixth thing, I always forget which thing I'm on, but education is key. Even if you hire a coach, a personal trainer or whatever, guess what? You can't take them home with you. You cannot take your coach home with you or your dietitian with you. You meet with these people maybe once a week on a phone call or whatever. I mean, some of you guys, maybe you do have the luxury of taking them home, but for most of us, we do not get to take our coaches home with us. So it is up to us to make correct dietary choices for us. Know what foods that you need to eat. Educate yourself on nutrition enough to know which foods you need to eat. I usually watch YouTube videos on people talking about getting to low body fat percentages, or people in contest prep, or just people talking about nutrition, diet, and fitness just in general. I'm always educating myself on this topic. I find my information anywhere, Google, YouTube, wherever, and I just try to educate myself as much as possible. Number 7, don't think about subtracting, think about adding. Whenever you go on these little binges and whatnot, try to learn from them. If you binged on so here's an example. Whenever I used to binge, I used to eat like this whole box of Lucky Charms right here. So it's around 140 calories per serving, right? So I thought to myself, dang, I get that I go on these binges and whatnot. I love cereal, I would eat the whole box. Whenever you go on these binges, what you're doing is you're chasing a feeling of fullness and satisfaction. You have to find alternatives to your favorite stuff when it comes to losing weight. Puffed Kamut. I've used Puffed Kamut, double the volume, half the calories. Promise you. 50 calories per serving. And the volume is still there. And like I said, I binged on Lucky Charms. Best thing about Lucky Charms is the marshmallows. So I got these dried cereal marshmallows from Amazon. Got 2 pounds of it. And what I like to do is I actually like to fill up a bowl of Puffed Kamut, and I will sweeten it with some stevia, and I will sweeten it with some Splenda as well. I will use almond milk, 30 calorie unsweetened vanilla almond milk. It doesn't matter if it's vanilla or not, but I will use almond milk instead of regular milk. Freaking almond milk has 30 calories compared to this. So almond milk has 30 calories compared to this. This is supposed to be reduced fat, 2% milk. It says it's reduced fat, 2% milk, whatever. Guess what? It's 120 calories. 120 calories versus 30 calories. Again, small changes make big changes, bro. Switch from regular milk to almond milk, especially when you sweeten it. You don't have to sweeten it. I'm a sugar ant, okay? Like, I like sweets. I like cereal, I like candy, I like all that. Thing is, I just find alternatives to it. I'm dieting on 100 grams of carbs, and I'm making it work. Rule number 7, 8, whatever, who cares? The 2-day rule. So this rule, I actually made this up while I was in college. You know what? I know what's gonna happen. I did make this rule up. I know some guy had made this video about the 2-day rule, saying that whatever. So I made this rule up while I was in college, 2-day rule, and it's do not miss more than 2 days at the gym. If I miss more than 2 days, or if I miss 2 days at the gym, I go to the gym. I just try not to miss more than 2 days. This makes me more consistent with the gym. Makes me go to the gym more, and now, like, even if I miss a day at the gym, I kind of feel like I need to go, like, eat. Like, it doesn't feel right to me, it's part of my daily routine. It's a habit for me to go to the gym. And I know somebody on YouTube already made the video, like 2-day rule or whatnot, but I'm here to tell you that I made that rule up like three years ago. A lot of times, what I've noticed on this journey, a lot of times I think of something, and I think to myself, like, oh, that's a really good thought, and then somebody else makes it. I don't even know how to explain it, but basically I'll think of something, and then somebody else will put it on YouTube, or like I just read a book today that talked about the fuck it's, like, watch your fuck it's. Like, it's something that I made up myself, a principle that I made up myself, that I thought I made up myself. Well, I know I made it up myself, but somebody else had the same idea, and they just, They just put it out there in a bigger way, I guess. I don't know. So the ninth thing I want to talk about is you need to start now. I know you guys talking about, you know, diet starts Monday, diet starts, you need to start now. You need to start on your next meal. I feel like I'm in like an ECPI university commercial, like telling you to get off the fucking couch and do something with your life. But yes, you need to start now. You need to start now. Don't say that I'm gonna start tomorrow, I'm gonna start next week. Okay, you just ate breakfast. Let's say like you just had pancakes and you know, bacon and eggs, and you had all the syrup and whatnot. And you're saying, oh, I already messed up. Well, I can't start today. No, you can actually just start your next meal. Like the 10th thing that I have to break to you guys is that there's no such thing as good or bad foods. Everything has its own macronutrient profile, and you can get shredded with just eating Pop-Tarts. Is it gonna be hard doing that? Is it gonna be hard maintaining your muscle by just eating Pop-Tarts? Yes, but if you just want to lose weight, you can just lose weight eating candy, Pop-Tarts, and stuff like that. Me personally, I like to track my protein, make sure I'm getting in enough protein, 1 gram of protein per body weight, and the carbs and fats, they follow. I'm actually just going by my whole, I'm actually going by my coach's advice, and I'm following what my coach is giving to me. I don't want to like show you guys my macros and whatnot, but just know that I get enough fucking protein in it, okay? Don't tell me I don't get enough protein in. Alright, I get enough protein in. I get enough protein. If you guys have seen my full day of eating video, I hit around 175 grams of protein, which is way more than I need. I know that I get in enough protein. My strength training is there. Like I do pretty much, I do everything that I'm told. So that's it. So those are the 10 things that I wanted to share with you guys. What I do want to talk about in this video, being 13 weeks out, is that this whole COVID-19 thing has really it's affected all of us, but like I'm being kind of selfish here, but it's really affected me, bro. I haven't been able to go to the gym. I used to go to the YMCA. I have been able to go to the gym. I'm gonna get to that real quick, but the gym hasn't been it's been affecting my workout, my diet. I don't know why, but all the fat people keep on taking all my fat-free cheese and all my low-calorie bread, and it's freaking annoying. Like, I don't understand. Bro, if you're not trying to get shredded, stay away from my fat-free cheese and stay away from my 40-calorie bread. Alright, it's been super hard trying to get that. Every time I see my fat-free cheese, like I'm taking like 10 at a time, so you can play at that game. I'm stacking up, alright? I'm gonna be stacking up on my bread and on my cheeses, alright? Y'all don't need the cheese. Y'all just doing it because there's nothing left. So I actually do have a gym that I can go to. You guys know that I am a firefighter and an EMT. At the fire station, I just work out there. We have a treadmill, we have a squat rack. Of course, we have a squat rack. I mean, we have a bench set up too. Also, we have dumbbells with various sizes and weights and stuff. So I have been able to get my workout in. I haven't really been able to hit my legs like I want to, because we don't have the leg extension machines or leg presses and whatnot. We could do squats and stuff, and I could do lunges, but honestly, like, I isolated my quads and my hamstrings. Like, I know there's like probably ways that you could do it with the equipment that I just mentioned. I just like the machines at the fucking Y, and I miss those fucking machines. So yeah, so that's how I've been working out during this whole stay-at-home order, this whole quarantine bullshit, and I hope it fucking ends like tomorrow. Shit is. If there's one word that I could describe this moment of life, if there's one word that I could describe this virus, it's that it is in the way. It is in the way of me doing what I want to do. It's crazy how like the 1 year I want to compete for a bodybuilding competition, coincidentally the fucking gym's closed. So you know what? You gotta roll with the punches. Alright, so that concludes this video, you guys. I'm 13 weeks out of this competition. Yeah. Alright. So that concludes this video, you guys. I'm 13 weeks out from this competition. I'll show some progress pictures up here, and I will catch you guys next week. Peace.